Hello everyone and welcome back to another siege battle. This one is one of my own, and I named this one okay, I guess. And I named it that mostly because, if I remember correctly, I just like all right, I'll get into why I named it that after the video is over. So let's just get into the players on the field of the battle, then we'll do the army comps, and then we'll start as per usual. So playing as Kush, we have random name. Myself is Masacely. And then as Lusitani, we have Fradius Lex. Attacking, we have Rubber Band Man as Nabatea, Just Purple Rupaki as Macedon, and SD Smith as Rome. So myself, I brought 2 units of the Gatuli Tribesmen. In my last video, I actually talked about these guys. They're pretty decent, even though they don't have any armor. And they got a pretty awesome charge bonus, and they got a bonus versus infantry. So utilizing and getting them in the right situation absolutely can be devastating. I have 3 units of Numidian Light Infantry. Got 2 units of Desert Legionary over here. Desert Legionary over here. Desert Cohort. Got a bunch of 2 Tribal Slingers, and then 2 of the Numidian Heavy Skirmishers. Desert Cohort. Brought a African Onager with my Army Numidian Riders. And that's pretty much it. Kush is bringing with him some Armored Shotel Warriors. It's like Disciples of Piedmac, Royal Kushite Archers, Shotels, Kushite Slave Infantry, some more Shotel Warriors, Kushite Slaves. I think this is a pretty high tier, or high funds match. Some more Kushite Archers, not the Royals, just the regulars. And then Lusitani has brought with them 2 units Iberian Cav, 2 Cantabrian Cavalry. He brought with him a Scorpion, 2 Slingers, Balearic Slingers, and then a bunch of Lusitani Swordswomen, Guerrilla Warriors, which he did not deploy, but you don't necessarily have to. And they're actually double gold chevroned, which actually is kind of scary. Melee attack 58, melee defense is 79, base morale is 64. Iberian Swordsmen, got some Balearic Slingers over here, and actually, I didn't notice this until just now. He broke the rules because he has 4 units of Balearic Slingers and then 2 Skirmisher Cavs, so that's a no-no. I didn't realize that. I don't think. And then he's got his general is, well, his general is somewhere. Where the fuck is his general? Did he not bring a? Can you do that? Can you not bring a general unit? Lusitani Noble. Oh, there he is. And Lusitani Noble. And yeah. So Rome has brought with him veteran legionaries. Veteran legionaries. Just a bunch of veteran legionaries. Balearic Slingers, Syrians, Dogs, big old Onager, General's Bodyguard. Nabatea's got with them 2 armored Desert Cavalry, Nabatean Heavy Archers, Rakim Palace Guard, 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 so that's kind of scary. And then 2 Desert Spearmen, Heavy Desert Spearmen, and then Nabatean Thorax Pikes on the ladder, which, then Thorax Pikes on the fucking Ram, and Levy Spearmen and Heavy Desert Spearmen. Macedon has with them 4 units of archers, bunch of shield bearers, 2 hoplites, And then some thorax swords up here, and then looks like just some more thorax swords and some more shield bearers, and that's about it. So let's get into this. So let's just start off by saying, if you're attacking Athens, or any settlement for that matter, you shouldn't all bunch up in one spot. For starters, if I had decided to bring wall artillery, especially, and I decided to put it over here, this is just, oh, look at that. Imagine a wall artillery shot coming in and just ripping through these lines, which is exactly what not Lustani, Kush is doing. Got a great shot in on these hoplites. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's a no-no. You should always try and spread out. It could be worse for them. They could have all decided to attack over here, which would have just been absolute insanity. But they didn't do that. They decided to attack over here, which is also not that great. You got these thorax pikes on the ram, which is not a good idea. So I have to assume that Nabatea is a newer player. You know, I mean, he also has pikes up on the ladder, which is a no-no. Which, you know, you don't do that. You also shouldn't leave your units on the walls when you're in a Hellenistic or Roman or Eastern type settlement, because the scorpions on top of the siege towers will absolutely wreck your guys. I mean, he lost almost 29 guys so far. Shouldn't send pikes up on the ladder. He actually pulled them back, but unfortunately now they're just going to get shot in the back. So yeah. Oh, I had another unit over here hidden. There's a cohort. So we got Rome moving up, getting some nice rips from the Kush Bastion Ballista. But Lustani, if he's not careful, he's going to lose a fair amount of these guerrilla warriors. And it looks like, yeah, they ran off, but it looked like he might have been having trouble. Because I know sometimes if they're on the siege equipment and you try and disembark them after the siege equipment has gotten up to the wall, they'll keep on running back to the siege equipment. And at that point here, you just gotta let them do what they're gonna do. So he's actually sent up his Lusitani nobles right off the bat to deal with these heavy desert spearmen. I mean, they're not like the greatest unit, so it's not a bad idea to send up your elites and just cut right through them. Granted, they will end up being a little tired, so that is a bit of a drawback. Back over here, Kush looks like sailing out. I think that I tried to tell him hey, move, get your guys out there as quickly as you can. That's why I was moving these desert legionaries up, because I noticed that Kush wasn't sailing out against the pikes, which if the pikes are on the fucking the battering ram, I mean, absolutely, that's just an invitation to send them in. So, but yeah, what are you doing? Come on. So Nabatea over here is starting to break, losing some of his units already, unfortunately. I mean, he's getting focused down by myself. Well, just myself, not even his slingers. But Rome's sneakily trying to get his tortoise over here to knock down the walls. However, it's really just the heavy desert spearmen that are over here. So if he's going to kill anybody, it's probably going to be these spears instead. Let's take a look at this and see what happens. Yeah, Lusitani's got to be careful here, or he's going to end up losing some of his guys for sure. Ooh, boy. Get him out of there. Get him out. Out and away, out and away. Team Palace Guard coming up. Ended up putting a unit of my legionaries up on the wall to deal with these guys. Charge these guys over to help deal with these head-covered spearmen so that Lusitani would be able to charge into the other side of the Team Palace Guard to deal with them. Rome and Macedon starting to make a push in. Kind of foolishly, I guess, going up against Kush. I mean, granted, they have, you know, slave infantry up front, but just a whole bunch of armor piercing in the back. Lusitani kind of just leaving his cav in. I mean, I would have brought them out already and just had them out to, you know, like posture, so to speak, and just leave them out there as a, hey, look, I got this contingency out here, so if you guys fuck up and don't pay attention, you're going to pay for it. But he leaves them in for a while. He doesn't do anything with them. So you can see Kushite archers are moving around. Smartly so, because now he's getting some great shots in the back for his shield bearers and the thorax sword. So good on Kush for working those angles. Thorax pikes are just getting absolutely beat up here. And another hole has been made. So now we've managed to squish between these Nabatean thorax pikes, I was about to say, Team Palace Guard, and they're just getting slaughtered. Haven't done anything with my Gatuli tribesmen yet. Don't really need to. But now that this is more or less handled over here, I'm just going to start to shift some troops over. Going to move these Desert Legionaries over here to help plug up these holes from Rome. And now I'm starting to shift troops over to this side to help deal with Macedon and Rome coming in. So, you know, as you can see, Rome has shifted the majority of his troops over here to make a big push. And we can see that Lusitani has sent out his skirmisher cav, even though he's not supposed to have them. And the Kushite slave infantry, unfortunately, is losing, but, you know, they're going up against some veteran legionaries, thorax swords, and shield bearers, so that's to be expected. So now you can see I'm just getting my tribal slingers over here, and I'm going to start picking shots. So I'm going to fire into the back of these shield bearers to help out these Shoto warriors, try and get these guys out of here. Now, I have this onager here, and I figured, all right, I'll use it here. Once Rome charges in, I'll use it. But Rome didn't come over here. I decided to get a little ballsy, charge out against Rome, since he decided to leave his guys in attack against Pseudo. Being attacked from the side and the attack against Pseudo formation isn't the greatest thing to teach the planet. He's already managed to lose 20 guys. So I just decided to charge in on him, to get some kills in on these guys before they manage to make it in. And now I'm just going to get my guys back in here as quickly as possible. Probably take some losses, but it is what it is. So, the onager should have been placed over here because of everything that's going on over here. Granted, I didn't know that this was going to happen. I thought that they were going to make a big push here, or at least a moderate push. But at some point, you'll see, as I'm also shuttling troops over here, I start to move the onager back over to this section to assist this push here, because they make a huge push. I mean, both Rome and Macedon decide to move in as quickly as they can. I mean, you can see there's only 7 minutes and 35 seconds left on the 3 fights. This was a quick battle. So now we have our units over here have been victorious. But Nabatea is just going to continue to come in over here. It's not going to try and put any more pressure over on this side. My onager is actually firing in on these archers. I'm just trying to get some kills to disrupt them so they're not like shooting too many of our guys. Nabatea is charging in. Our Team Palace Guard. And I just have a line and a line to throw jabs and then charge them in. But the Rakim Palace Guard, they're no joke. 115 armor and 55 melee defense. They're pretty tough unit to break. Yeah, the Mediterranean Thorax Spikes are just chilling out over here. I don't really feel like moving in at all. I can't really blame them. Now I'm moving over some of my Numidian light infantry just to get them over here so they can use their jabs to assist the Shotel warrior unit that's getting absolutely wrecked. Haven't used my Numidian skirmishers yet. Haven't really needed to yet. And again, I'm just shifting over troops to where I think they're best needed. My tribal slingers up to 42 kills so far. Now we're firing into the Romans that are coming in here, as well as the shield bearers. It's kind of some collateral damage wherever their lead bullets may lay. Don't hit whoever. And now I'm moving these Desert Legionaries around. I believe that they probably still have some ammo left, maybe. I could be wrong. They're either going to charge into the backs of these thorax pikes, or they're going to just come right around and charge into here. One or the other. Looks like they're going to go to the thorax pike, thorax swords. Light infantry is going to come around, and I think, if I remember correctly, set up like this, throw jabs into the back of the veteran legionaries. Meanwhile, over here, Macedon is making a huge push. He's just lining up his troops, getting ready. Again, this is probably a good moment for Lusitani to send his guys out. Rome over here is more or less completely undefended for his archers. So if he can send his cav out, maybe send them over here, and just bide his time and wait for the right moment to get to the archers, that would be huge. Back over here, it's just a big ass mosh pit. 4 units of Rakim Palace Guard in here trying to break their way through. We're desperately trying to hold them back. I'm constantly shuttling in and out troops, especially after they've used their javelins. Rome's onagers trying to get shots in on either the Balearic slingers or in this big mishmash of our troops. Now we can see the onager is moving over to this new location to get some shots in on this big blob, just to do as much work as he possibly can. Start to shift around some of my light troops over here, just in case they decide to come up over here. And then at the very last moment, well, not the last moment, but eventually I decide to move them to different locations because I realized that Nabatea is not going to try and come up this way. Rome is fully committed over here. Nabatea has also tried to charge through, and I believe they start to push. Yeah, they're pushing through these Shotel warriors. I believe we did call them out on it as well. But, I mean, you can see this cat is just kind of pushing. There they go. So that's a bit of a cheeky move, a little bit of a cheat. Honestly, I don't know why he decided to go this way to charge into the back of the light infantry, because they were doing all right. I mean, the combat's even. They probably would have eventually lost when my heavy skirmishers were right here. I could have gone after them. So I decided to charge my skirmishers after them to get some more jab kills into them. And then I actually just send them into melee, because these guys are pretty tough. The slingers over here still doing some work, up to 56 kills. And in this, I never really actually end up playing like a support role, so to speak. And in this particular battle, I definitely, felt like I was playing a support role, which is kind of nice, because you don't have to worry about how you're doing against your opponent. But I have to attribute that to the fact that the 3 attackers all bunched up on one spot, so I was able to just shift my troops around to where they were needed, rather than focus on one guy and hope that I can do my part. So now, see the Kushite slave infantry is having a pretty bad time, but my Numidian heavy skirmishers, the heavy Numidian skirmishers, are doing really good. Haven't lost any guys. The Neptune cab is just kind of running through everything. I'm pushing up my Numidian light infantry as quickly as possible to intercept the cabs so they don't get into my slingers. But again, they don't even go after the slingers. They try and rear charge into them instead. Just trying to ping pong back and forth. Nabati was definitely a newer player. See over here, Gustani managed to get into some of the shield bearers. Got some kills, but wasn't really worth it. Again, Rome back here, completely open. Totally wide open. You could send all 4 units of your cav. Where is this other cav? Oh, they probably died. Alright, so, oh no, they're over here. Alright, so they got into the archers, that's good. But, I mean, why are you going against... Don't do that. Do this. Go over there. These guys are literally on a silver platter waiting for you to annihilate their archers. Take these 2 missile I mean, once you get rid of Macedon's archers, yeah, sure, that's great. Take these 2 guys, go after their archers, and then with 1 or 2 of the Iberian cav, go after Rome's general. 50 seconds left. I think I remember what happened now. I think Nabatea left at some point. And I believe that even Macedon left at some point. And then, or it was either Macedon or Rome. And then whoever was left just conceded and ended the fight. And that's why I named this fight okay, I guess. So I decided to charge out to get into Nabatea's archers. I want to try and get into the archers, and then I would charge in behind the Queen Palace Guard General. And firing in, trying to get at my slingers with, no hope, no avail. 59 kills for my Onager unit. I didn't really get to use it as much as I wanted to, so I probably would have been better off just getting wall artillery. But again, hindsight's 50-50, you know what I mean? Naturally, I know what happens now because I'm watching the replay and I played through it already, but still. Sometimes having the Onager isn't worth it. But sometimes it is. Alright, let's get into the comps, and then we'll start with random name with 1,638 kills. His 2 archers didn't have to do anything. They just kind of hung out, ate some tea, drank some tea, and ate some crumpets. 103 and 86 for his 2 Kushite archers, 0, 39 and 0 for his Shotels, armored Shotels, 14 for the Disciples of Piedmont, 114, 69, 12, 76, and 72 for the Kushite slaves, 158, 78, 215, 161, 111, 151, and 179 for his Shotel warriors. Myself with 1,333 kills, 0 for my gen, 59 for the Onager, 78 and 121 for the heavy Numidian skirmishers, 32 and 111 for my slingers, 0 for my 1 desert cohort, 223 for the other, 70, 44, 160, 70 and 44. And then for the desert legionaries, 165, 74, 89, 56, and 134. And then my light infantry really didn't have to do anything. Fredius Lex with 1,413 kills, 0 for his gen, 0 for the Scorpion, 117 and 62 for the Canton Brian. I'm gonna call it Cantabrian, even though I know that's not how it's pronounced. Cav, 68 and 54 for the Iberian Cav, 47, 0, 158 and 0 for the Slingers. And 134, 105, 147 and 93 for the Guerrilla Warriors, 83, 61 for the Iberian Swords, 123 for the Lusitani Nobles, and 109, 32, and 20 for the Swordswomen. Rubber Band Man with 959 kills, 50 for his gen, 72 and 23 for the Armored Desert Cab, 46, 43, 46, and 30 for the Neptune Heavy Archers, 32, 25, 70, and 61 and 65 for the Heavy Desert Spearmen, 3 for the Levy Spearman, 48 and 3 for the Neptune Thorax Spikes, 77, 50, 75, 68, and 74 for the Rakeem Palace Guard. I would almost argue that Nabatea is better for defending than they are attacking, but I guess it's all about how you use them. And unfortunately, he didn't use them very well. Just purple. I don't remember the last of it. 927, 0 for his Gen, 63, 37, and 47 for his Archers. 13 and 19 for the Hoplites, 46, 23, 63, 54, 48, and 18 for the Shield Bearers, which is really unfortunate because these guys can put up some serious numbers. 87, 48, 113, 69, nice. 82, 44, 30, and 23 for the Thorax Swords. And SD Smith with 882 kills, 0 for his Gen, 123 for the Heavy Onager, 0, 0, 0, and 0 for his range. 9 and 13 for the Praetorians, 113, 0, 1, 130, 78, 113, 70, 15, 115, and 102 for the Veteran Legionaries, and 0 for the Dogs. Honestly, I don't know why they dropped out, why they left. Because, I mean, if Macedon had played a little bit, I mean, they did blob tactics, so. But you still had, I don't know, I guess we did kind of shut them down a little bit. I mean, Lusitania didn't really have much. They had 2 actual, like, healthy melee units. Kush had 5 healthy melee units, and I had a shitload of healthy melee. This never happens. This never fucking happens. I usually end the game with, if I'm lucky, if I'm lucky, I have 6 units left. I usually end up losing most of my men, so this is pretty crazy. But it is what it is. I mean, it was a good fight, but yeah, I think some of these attackers were new. So, but everything's a learning experience, so they gotta get knocked down a couple times to be able to get back up and be a little bit better, you know? All right. That's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe. And comment too. I enjoy the comments and getting to comment back to you guys. So that's it for me. Well, it's Christmas actually, right? Yeah, it's Christmas. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and all the other holidays that I actually don't know about that are celebrated during this time of year. Happy holidays. And this is Lichter wishing you a great and happy new year and great things for all of you to come. Peace out, guys. We do one more. Good. No cap. Two is good. Yeah. One more. Check just to make sure that they're actually there. Hola, my compadres. What is going on? We are back with another siege battle on Tarsus, and Saba's on the field, so you know what that means. So, let's get